Welcome back to TacosTheGeeks.com. Justin here, back with more movie reviews. And today we are going to be reviewing the highly anticipated Halloween Kills. As always, I give you a brief synopsis, so here we go. The nightmare isn't over as unstoppable killer Michael Myers escapes from Laurie Strode's trap to continue his ritual bloodbath. Injured and taken to the hospital, Laurie fights through the pain as she inspires residents of Haddonfield, Illinois to rise up against Michael Myers. Taking matters into their own hands, the Strode woman and other survivors form a vigilante mob to hunt down Michael and end his reign of terror once and for all. And this movie, I'm going to give a round of applause because I personally enjoyed it. I know there's been a lot of mixed reviews, and I see this more as I'm viewing this new trilogy as chapters. And you're not going to get to complete story until Halloween ends. And then I'm going to watch Halloween 1978, Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and then Halloween Ends to really give a overall review of the entire narrative story. And I have to say, what I like about Halloween Kills is that it does continue to take a more serious take of on Michael Myers with themes such as trauma. And as the first one, we saw the trauma of Laurie Strode and what Laurie had to go through and what Laurie was doing, and how she isolated herself, how she's been training for this day against Michael. Halloween Kills takes that and ups the trauma, not just to Laurie. Now you have Laurie's family, her granddaughter and her daughter, Karen and Allison, and you also have the town of Haddonfield and how does Haddonfield deal with Michael Myers. And you have a really close look at people such as Tommy Doyle, legacy characters such as Tommy Doyle and Lindsay, who came from the first one. You have Lonnie as well, the kid who was chased by Michael Myers in the first one. You have a lot of these legacy characters and how they've been dealing with the events after Michael Myers. Tommy Doyle, of course, he finds out Michael's back. He's the one that really orchestrates this mob to really go against Michael Myers, and there's really this more commentary on mob justice and is it really justice? Especially there's elements in here. I'm not going to spoil it, but there's elements in here where the mob kind of they fuck up. They really fuck up, and it's just like okay, it's like what do you do with fear? How do you react to fear? And I thought that was a good way. I thought they did a really good way of showing that and how Michael is just this embodiment of fear. And I really did like that this take that they're really going with it and just keeping this theme of trauma through these characters. Now you see Allison's trauma, you see Karen's trauma. Everybody is affected by Michael Myers. And from a story standpoint, I thought it did really good. Of course, there's things I felt like sometimes the pacing wasn't that as fluent as the first one because this is running like an hour and 45 minutes, but there are sometimes I felt like there's a little couple of dead scenes there, but for the most part, Halloween Kills delivers, especially on the kills. I mean, there is this one kill. I was watching it and I just couldn't stop. I was just like,
He's already dead.
that is exactly how I felt. I was just like, Michael, okay, you can stop. Like, okay, he's dead. Michael, he's still going. Oh my God, he's still going. You're just looking at me like, all right, Michael, next scene. That's how bad this unfortunate character got it by Michael Myers. And the funny thing was, he's not one of these characters that he's just a rando. And it's just like, yo, Michael, like, it's not Laurie, it's not Allison, it's not Tommy Doyle, it's not someone you got history with. Just some random dude. I guess he just didn't like the house. I don't know what the hell Michael's beef was with that particular kill. But I mean, for the kills, the high body count, oh man, Michael raises it up a top notch, man, and it really makes me wonder what they're gonna go with this. I know a lot of people wasn't a fan of the ending. I like the fact that they are taking bits and pieces from each film that has come before it. Of course, Halloween 2, we have Laurie in the hospital. You have the pumpkin again from Halloween 3 that shows up. You have elements of the town hunting for Michael Myers, and I think that was Halloween 4, the end of Halloween 4 when the town was going after Michael Myers, and I'm not sure or not, but it looks like this is not a spoiler, but hopefully it's not a spoiler. But it looks like we might be getting some elements of Halloween 6, if it's to be believed with this little supernatural type of element that they were really introducing in here. And of course, acting wise, cast is great all the way around, especially Jamie Lee Curtis. Even though she doesn't have enough to do in this because she takes kind of a back seat to let Karen and Allison shine here, but the real shining driving force of this movie is Lindsay, who doesn't get that much to do. I want to see more Lindsay, but Tommy Doyle is front and center here, played by Michael C. Hall, and he does a great job. I know a lot of people wasn't a fan of his interpretation, but I thought this was a real natural reaction to somebody who's been through some type of trauma of someone trying to kill him, and he's just filled with anger, filled with rage, and sometimes yeah he does come off a little bit over the top and cheeky, but I mean it's hard. It's a horror movie, folks. But overall, I enjoyed the hell out of this. This is available on Peacock. That's where I watched it. I'll say go see it in the theaters. I say give it a watch, whether you're a horror fan or not. This was a fun movie, man. I enjoyed it. I'm waiting to see how this is gonna end. It's really been established now what type of person Michael is, and I'm really curious to see how they're gonna end. I know the director said that there's gonna be a time jump 4 years later. So I'm really curious to see what's gonna happen with this. So I'm gonna give Halloween a must watch, full price matinee, whatever you want to go, just go see the movie, or either on Peacock. And this time I'll give it a star. Um, you know what? you know what? I will give it 4 stars because the kills. I mean, the kills are just it's brutal, man. Like, and that's exactly what everybody wants to see, right? So, yeah, you want to see Michael Myers doing this thing? Go ahead. Very curious to see what's gonna happen. It feels like a filler, but keep in mind this is just think of this as the third chapter the third chapter before the final closing of the book, before the real climax happens, and that ending. Oh man, I am wondering what's gonna happen, man. That after that ending, I wonder what it's going to be between Michael and Laurie. It gets personal. That's all I'm gonna say. This is Justin from otakusandgeeks.com. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you're watching us on here on YouTube. If you're watching us here on otakusandgeeks.com, please don't forget to check out our other stuff here on ONG. And you can follow us on Instagram at Otakus and Geeks, Twitter at Otakus and Geeks, Facebook.com/Otakus and Geeks blog, Twitch.tv/Otakus and Geeks. Later days. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.